Hello, dear participants. Today we are meeting again and Happy New Year. And let's talk about our previous lesson. And it was talking about a place you know, yeah, for the 7th grade. And not only reading, but also some grammar expressions like expressions of quantity, too much, too many, enough with adjectives, a lot of with countable and uncountable nouns, yeah? Today is the 9th of January and I'm with you, yeah? And what learning objectives should 7th grade learners study? So first, they may review the topic of place and review grammatical structures because probably they have learned too much, too many in the primary school and also in the 5th and 6th grades too. Which exactly expressions of quantity? It's again, enough, not enough, too much, too many, and a lot of with countable and uncountable nouns. Our students, they may listen to someone who talks about the place, describes the place they know and what they like or dislike, and they also can facilitate and consolidate their knowledge doing some exercise on like mixed with mixed exercise, mixed tasks. And how are they going to achieve this? They will read the text about Porto, one of the city in Portugal. But first, as I showed you before in the previous seminar, there is a messages textbook and textbooks, the authors, they suggest you, like, what do you know about Australia? And we as teachers, we prepare beforehand. We put some trademark Australian buildings or sightseeings. It's the prominent Sydney Opera and their basin, yeah? Their water basin. So the students here, first, you will give them time to think individually for 1 minute, then to share with partners. Maybe they may take notes of what they know about Australia. And there is going to be like group pair work. And then if you have very diligent students, they can work, they can operate in mini groups, yeah? So they may say the weather in the center of Australia is hot and dry. The spiders are very large. There are many snakes. There are aborigines, yeah? Something like that. There are crocodiles also, kangaroos. There are many ideas, yeah, which we don't know. Maybe they know some bloggers from Australia. And then you tell them like that today you're going to talk about one place, Lightning Ridge, and what they can say about Lightning Ridge. They, of course, probably don't know many things. They are not aware of anything about Lightning Ridge. And you make them think individually, first individual work. They should deduce, they have to use their deductive skills by analyzing the pictures. So, and also in Google, we have found even Lightning Ridge brochure. So there is no necessity for teachers to create own brochure when we have already one in Google. You can print it if you want, and you can give pictures if you have a colored printer. Then after individual work and working with the partner and also in a group discussion, they can conclude that there isn't much rain in Lightning Ridge. There are not many places, there are not many schools, not many universities, museums, and so on. So by this, you make them think, make them revise such thing. And we going to listen and follow in the book. You try to find the pictures of Cody and Dee describing things they like or things they don't like. Yeah, in Google, you try to find the picture of boy, like an Australian boy and Australian girl, lady, and by this you make your lesson more vivid. Yeah, not just look at the books. You prepare everything beforehand in advance. Yeah? So again, there is going to be individual work followed by pair work. What can, students deduce, they guess, what can Cody say, what can girl D say about their place. Place, we remember it's Lightning Ridge, yeah? So maybe in pairs, they will contradict, they may contrast. It can Cody, who does not like his native place, or it can be D, his sister, who doesn't like the place where they were born. But actually, we also have third party. It's Australian man. It's their father, and actually, how can you make it more vivid? First, if they worked and you have made your students to think and to guess, now you can, before giving this, you can make them listen. I showed you before in the previous lesson, so you can put Mr. Cody's speech. There is such site. There is such site, which is called, sorry, I can see this, 11 Lab. And with this site, you can put the people, yes, voice generator, you can find, if you don't have audio, but you want your students to listen, you can find, let me do this, yes. So you can find one person and you can put the words, yeah? So this words. And you can, so it can be Charlie or it can be Freya, yeah? You can find one person's name. Oh my gosh, okay. So, okay, do I? So, yeah, if you see again, yes, you can put these speeches in the special site, yeah? Can you see the site? Can you see the site? So, yeah, I wanted to show you the site, but I cannot show you the site. Okay. Let me just show you PowerPoint presentation, yeah? At home, you can try yourselves. Do this. Yes, unfortunately, maybe, can we show the site? Yes. So there is a site, yes, and you choose a person. So Charlie, Australian, casual, conversational, so he speaks very casually, like not scientific, not like probably I shouldn't show you this site. You can watch it yourself, yeah. So this is the site, 11 Labs, and you have put the words, and let's generate and let's listen. So if in case if you don't have, let's listen. And
visitors come here for the goat races. Lightning Ridge is usually a nice, quiet town. But every Easter, hundreds of visitors come here for the goat races. It's terrible. There's too much traffic and there's too much noise. There are too many people and too many goats.
So the same you can do with the girl's voice. you can put not Charlie, you can put like, okay, let it be Freya. Girl's name. Okay, I guess, okay, what is it? Is I don't see my, okay. Я не вижу вся конференция. Я вижу здесь этот. So, now, yes. Yeah, now it's working. Yes. Okay, so guys, you have understood, yeah? It's 11 lab. You can use different texts to create the. You can use different texts to create your audios, yeah? Even for SAT, for summative assessment for the term or summative assessment for the units as well. Okay. Let's go further. Okay, so you made your students guess, then you made your students listen. In case even if you hadn't listened before, now thanks to the 11 Labs site, you can even make your students listen your texts. Then what do they do? Of course, it's matching exercise. You prepare, teachers may prepare matching, and then, of course, to prepare the answers for that. Yeah. You, after giving them this task, you may prepare the answers for them to check themselves. It can be pair check or group check, yeah, when they share their ideas. So there are the answers for this. Yes, it was ordered. Now it's in the with the answers, yeah. And you may also cut like this to give them to check themselves, yeah, before they listened.
Recording in progress.
So after listening and checking the matching exercise, you can give them some note for grammar notes. Yeah, it's like TTT, test, teach, test. So first you test what they know, then you teach them, you revise that, and then we will do some exercises, yeah? It's lightning rich because they talked, Cody, Brent, and Brent and Dee, brother and sister, and their father talked about their city, that it's so noisy, that when there is Easter, many people come, many goats, we know it's a domestic animal, yeah? So such pictures coincide, such task coincides with the text about Australian city lightning rich. After doing matching and listening and matching, and we facilitate and consolidate the knowledge about too many, too much. We have seen that there were too many, too much noise, yeah. Too many goats, we can see that. So what else? How can we facilitate our further knowledge about too much, too many? There is a city, not in Australia, in Portugal, in another Europe, in a European country, where there are two types of tasks. First, it's gap filling, yeah, where they need to put, not of course in order, not in a logical order. Here it's coming in alphabetical order, but here we need to put in the logical order, yeah. For example, which is a city, it has a population, there are lots of narrow streets, yeah, and so on. But also one more task for them is to correct the highlighted sentences. So the mistake here, there are a lot of outdoor bars and restaurants, yeah. It sometimes rains, there is such task. And after, actually it's involving functional literacy. The second type of functional literacy tasks interpret and integrate, when you need to think about grammar and also about context. Because many students make mistakes, narrow museums, yeah, but according to the contents and logics, it should be narrow streets, not narrow museums, yeah. And after churches, here we put museums, yeah. So such tasks, such type of tasks make students' brains like think logically and involves functional literacy, yeah. After this, students, to facilitate, they may write they may choose one city, their favorite city in Kazakhstan or maybe in another country, and they can create such tasks as well. So, but don't give them 5 paragraphs to create, maybe 2 or 3, yeah. But if a student is like very prepared or a learner, you may say to the student to create 5 paragraphs, yeah. Like introduction, main body, and conclusion, yeah. And they can write, they can miss some words, and they can create 2 types of tasks: gap filling, and if it's a learner, to also with sentence correction. By this, they will facilitate grammar and context knowledge. Also, they may also write like too many, too much, yeah. So how to facilitate our knowledge about too much, too many, yeah? After writing, they may talk about that and use a lot of too much, too many, not enough, and they make them think positively about Kazakhstani cities. They should write many great things about using. There are a lot of, but there are enough. There aren't enough parks, yeah. There are a lot of good libraries in Uсть-Kamenogorsk. There are a lot of beautiful parks in Uсть-Kamenogorsk, yeah. But there aren't many buses. There aren't many trams, yeah. Maybe so. Maybe we will know what students want for our city, yeah. And also you can talk about school, yeah, or city. There is a beautiful river and an embankment, but not near our school. I enjoy it, yeah, but we don't have enough parks. So they also can talk about their school. There is a beautiful library, but not that the library doesn't have enough books, enough encyclopedias, yeah, and so on. Or about city, there are even 2 beautiful rivers in Uсть-Kamenogorsk, but not many, maybe zoos, yeah? Maybe we don't have zoos. Okay. So how to, you can create 2 or 3 lessons on the topic place, yeah? At the right place, but at the wrong time. So you see, even with the font color, we see that in the right place, it's positive blue color, but at the wrong time, it's like red alert. There is like some red notice for them that something went wrong. And there are three stories coming from more simple, more positive story, but there are maybe some minor things which were not liked by Tim. And then Gabrielle and Kelly's stories, which describe even worse situations. How do I usually give it? I don't give it like this. You see, I cut the stories. And the students read one by one. They fold it, and you cut them. You print on the with the colored version, and they write positive things about the story. So first you fold it, then you read only Tim's story and write positive, and write negative aspects of Tim's journey. Yeah. Then they read Gabriella's story, write positive things and negative. Okay, I have shown you this. Yeah, and how does it look? You may also use Padlet, and you see there are pluses that about story that it was a lovely house that they rented. It was not a hotel. It was they stayed near the seaside. It was fantastic seafood there, and the parents celebrated. He celebrated. They remembered his birthday, and they went to France. Yeah, the weather was amazing, but probably he didn't like it because he wanted to be with his friends. And what can we say? That he's spoiled Manchester boy, yeah? And he punished his parents, and he didn't smile once in 2 weeks. So his parents rented a lovely house. They stayed near the seaside. Yeah, they went to a fantastic seafood restaurant, but he felt miserable, awful. We can see that. So I was miserable and I hated every minute. He even hated every minute, and he didn't smile. And it even made him angry and furious. So Gabriella's story was about that they went to Sweden. They wanted to escape from heat, but it was because she's coming from Rome, but it was very hot, boiling hot. They couldn't go anywhere. They couldn't go shopping or sightseeing or to museums, cafes. They just argued all day. And the minus was it was too hot. They didn't need to go to Sweden on holiday to argue. Yeah, they wanted to go to museums, to cafes, but they just sat in the one place because Sweden was not ready for heat. And Kelly's story, she's from Belfast, so she broke up with her partner and she went to Seychelles. It's this place. Gabrielle's story happened in Stockholm, and Tim's story happened in Brittany, in France. So your students write plus and minuses, yeah? You fold, you cut, and then you tell them to write who wanted to go somewhere. You check their knowledge. Who wanted to write? Who wanted to go to somewhere hot? Tim, Gabrielle, or Kelly? And you have 6 questions for that, yeah? And you remember, you also say them to write, it's 7th grade, to write adjectives for very good and for very bad, yeah? And you remind them holiday, place, verbs like to sunbathe, sunbathe, to rent, rented. And not only reading, yeah, we have 3 stories about good place, but the time was wrong. Maybe too hot or windy, yeah, or cloudy. When Kelly wanted to do diving, she had panic attacks. So something went wrong. And you don't only give them reading, you also prepare them listening. So students will listen to the story about Sean's uncle. Can we listen a bit?
2.3.
It's like holiday horror stories. It's a radio program, and Sean calls and tells about his uncle and aunt. And students listen 2 times. First, they say, first, listen for comprehension. Why was it disaster? Why was it so bad? And second time, they prepare their ears. These all sentences are incorrect, are not true. And students must correct the sentences. They must listen carefully 2 times. Yeah.
Hello and welcome to today's holiday programme. Today we've asked you to call in with your holiday horror stories, holidays where things went wrong. Our first caller today is Sean from Belfast. Hi Sean.
Hello.
So where was this holiday?
Well, this didn't happen to me. It happened to my aunt and uncle last summer.
Where did they go?
To Ibiza.
A fantastic place for a holiday.
Yes, fantastic place if you're 17, but they're nearly 70.
Oh,
And they wanted a quiet holiday, a relaxing holiday, you know. They like walking in the countryside, sitting on quiet beaches, things like that.
So yeah, we will not listen full extract, yeah, but students correct, not Sean, his aunt and uncle, yeah. Are they about 60? No, they are about 70. Students write, maybe in their copybooks, or maybe, or you cut everything, you give them, and they can write here, yeah. Did Sean's aunt and uncle want an exciting holiday? No, they wanted a quiet, peaceful holiday. They like to go, and they don't go usually abroad, they go to the countryside, yeah? So it's very peaceful, calm, relaxing holiday. So you listen twice and then you facilitate, because you have worked like 2-3 lessons about places, about holidays, and too many clubs, too many cars, too much noise, yeah? So they remembered, revised grammar. And again, you don't give them proper sentences. They need to write the questions. Where did you go? When it happened? Who did you go with? So students revise past simple, yeah? How did you get there? Or I don't know, your sister gets there, yeah? They should write the story and the questions for the partner, like interview. Where did you stay? Where did your sister stay? So you see, this all involves high order thinking, yeah? Application. Students need to look and revise. Auxiliary verb did, because it's past simple, your last holiday. They need to remember the word order in grammar, yeah, grammatical structure. Then we continue to talk about the places. We talked about holidays, where holiday horror stories, yeah, when things went wrong. We talked about Lightning Ridge, Australia, yeah. Even if we didn't have audio, we have site where you can use text and put and make your recording, yeah. Now let's look at the friendless city. First, we read that it's Timor. You can also give separately, you can show only team and then give this text, yeah? First, you can show in the presentation. So, so students, how do you think, who is this? They will say, this person in Paris, he's a tourist because he has tourist map and camera, Hawaii style shirt, glasses, yeah? And he's startled, he is confused where to go because this person is tourist, yeah? And we talk about 4 cities, London, Rome, Paris, and New York. And we will test, we will examine these 4 cities. We will read about 4 cities and then listen about London. So Timur, journalist, he wants to know, are the cities good? Are people in the city friendly, polite, yeah? Photo test, he will ask people to take his photo, some photos with his head, without his head, with glasses. And shopping test, will he get the extra money back? And the accident test, he will fall, and will anybody help him? So actually, the original text looks like this, but I closed the text using like. So this was original. I close it, and then first you can make them prognose. They can write it, and then I cut this table, and they clue it. You give them stickers or clues, glue stick, yeah, and they try to find Rome, Paris, New York, yeah, okay, and they know what city is friendly. Then after that, they're going to listen. Is London? So they're not listen. They don't read about 4 cities. They also should listen to, yeah. We will not listen because I guess we don't have time. But you make your students listen 2 times, yeah. So I guess like you. In the end, you can say to students to revise, yeah, like what grammar, what did they know, how did they apply their grammar skills, yeah, like too much, too many, how their partners help them, yeah. You make them to make feedback, yeah. So what have I learned? What remained unclear? What is necessary to work on? Maybe some grammar points were not clear for them. Yeah, maybe you need to create some other like tasks to facilitate. Yeah. Yeah. So thank you for attention. And if you have questions, okay. Questions? Вопросы, да? So questions? Yes, new English file, yeah, new English file and messages. Print immediate, yeah, print immediate. So this one was coming from messages, but I created this, like I found this in Google, and in messages it was black and white, and I found these people, but you see, yeah, we have authorship. Which class? I'm teaching 7th and 11th grade, but I have worked also with 5th, 6th grade. But usually I have worked with 11th grade in NIS Nazarbayev School, Aktau. And yeah, only this was from messages, and I typed this everything. But then to facilitate, yeah, you see he's got YouTube, yeah, so goes, and this one from English file, yeah, too. And you cut everything. You all. Thank you too, Miss Svetlana. You always cut out. Can I show you something else? I want to show you as a. Can I show you like? I wanted to show you. I wanted. Yes. Can I show you it? There are other. So I can show you. Sometimes I do something like this. Questions and answers. Yeah, they write their own answers. Sometimes I give for listening, but some you see they almost predicted. Yeah, really friendly, weird, not helpful, bad weather. Sometimes you can do this. It's me. Sometimes I give them news, different news. I find different news, and they need to draw their news. They sit back to back, and they don't read news. They don't read each other's news. They have different news. You see 10 news, and then your partner needs to know what was the news. Yeah, so according to the topic. Yeah, or sometimes I give them beginning of the news, and they finish this news. To the smartest student, I give just phrases. To the less able, I give half of the news. And we also write something like this. We write a puzzle essay or story. For example, first and second part are given to students, to student one, and third and fourth, the ending is given to student. And then you see with scotch tape, we scotch it, yeah, we glue it. So you can write, you can use colored paper or white paper, and then it's writing time, you see differently. And of course, yeah, we use Venn diagram, but Venn diagram, if it's closest topic, you can use, you can do it. If it's space, you can make it like rocket, yeah. And I give it them skirt, grass skirt, and for example, matching, yeah, and paragraph, and you see they include, yeah, which one matches, yeah. And sometimes only this left. They think you can put it in different places. You see they walk, yeah, around classroom. This is called grass skirt. So you can give like this. You can repeat all, or you can give 10, 9 on. It's different, yeah. It's about, this was about robots. Yeah. Okay, or you can give them critical thinking, like think and rank which one do you, which is the most important. You need the most when you have problem on the moon, but you need to remember there is no oxygen. So you try to find such tasks. Yeah. Okay. So yeah, I have many things to share. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Yeah, because I have had 2 seminars. Okay. See you. If you want, you can contact me. I can send everything to you. Thank you. So it's site for generating voice recordings. I have sent it. If you see, yeah. Okay. Contact me. Don't be shy. I want to work with you. Они спрашивали, which school I teach. Назарбаев Intellectual School. И вот where can we get this? If you don't have questions, we probably finish. We may finish. Do you have questions? And the presentations have been downloaded like 1 minute ago. Thank you again. Thank you, everyone. Goodbye, and contact me.